Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday night brand night. I'm Sherry Danzig, and every week we get together and we have a topic to share about these phenomenal, fabulous, wonderful Nikken technologies. It's all about creating a wellness environment where you live. It's about reconnecting to nature. And what a perfect thing to do, what a simple thing to do. And boy, does the impact is amazing. So, tonight you're going to hear some great stories. The theme tonight, because it's still winter in most parts of the world in February, is about how the products have kept you warm, how they've created some sort of a health benefit or comfort benefit from staying warm and cozy. Wink, wink. We have a product called Cozy in case you didn't know that. So we're going to get started here. Jeannie, if you would please share a story.
There we go. That's exactly the product I'm going to talk about too, is the cozy. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, where, everybody thinks it's so hot. And it is in the summer. With the air conditioning on, I'm always cold. And so at night, and Ricky's not. And so at night, watching TV, if we're in there, I have my cozy. And then right now, we just had a cold front come in and it's 61, but feels like 47. I know for some that might, but um, I'm cold. So I put it over me. I have it over my lap right now. So, because inside the house it's cool as well. So I love the cozy. It keeps me warm. Another one is the gloves are amazing when I work at the market on the weekends.
Mm,
I wear them even though their fingertips are sticking out. They're so comforting and warm for my hands when I'm working.
mm, that's awesome. Thank you, Jeannie. Great stories. Barbara Richmond, please share.
Thanks, Sherry. I have a wicker basket that goes into the back of my vehicle the 1st of November, and it doesn't come out until the end of March. And in that basket is every travel comforter that Nikken has ever put out, rolled up nice and neat. And a few years ago, I had the opportunity to put it into practice. I was stuck on the highway for 4 hours because of an accident that had happened ahead of me. I was able to sit in the car with the window cracked open to have fresh air. Didn't have to run the engine to have the heater on. I had the two dogs with me, and I just unrolled those comforters, and I was very comfortable. I had a chocolate bar, I had water to drink, and I had an orange, and I had a candle. And that is the the emergency kit if you live where we have a number of feet of snow. We have between 3.5 and 4 feet of snow here now. And today, all day today, we've had rain, freezing rain, ice pellets, and they're predicting snow, more snow for overnight. So a mixed bag, but that emergency kit kept me quite comfortable.
Mhm. I'm glad you said that, Barbara, because I've thought that for so long that people that live in the north, wherever it gets cold, I don't know what you do if you don't have something that, I mean, this is not, we're not talking about a regular blanket. We're talking about a blanket that has fibers that really keep you warm and, that it travels and your body absorbs it. So it's not just just a whatever picnic blanket or whatever that you would put in, and the fact that it's small, that you can keep it in your car and keep it there, and it's not crowding out, it's not taking up too much space. So those
Well, as the
blankets.
officers were coming along and speaking to each of the people that were trapped because of this accident, they were
Yeah,
checking to see about the well-being and the welfare of everybody that was trapped.
sure.
And the officer was absolutely amazed at how comfortable I was and the actual interior temperature of my vehicle without having run the heater.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
what if you run out
amazing.
of gas and you can't turn your car on and you're stuck? The what
Exactly.
if. So if you're
Exactly.
listening to this, get one of the blankets, get a travel blanket so that you have it for an
It
emergency.
was a true test, 4 hour true test.
Yeah.
And
You
by the
could.
way, the temperature was -40 with the wind chill.
Wow. And you had the window cracked.
I had the window cracked. Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow, that's a great story. Thank you. Dee, please share.
Hi, everyone.
You're not quite as north,
No, I'm not
but
quite north, but I'm outside of Chicago, and it gets really cold here, as a lot of people in the Midwest know. And I am not crazy about wearing socks. I've always got my insoles in my shoes and all, but I keep a pair of insoles in my boots. And a lot of times when it's really cold, there may not even be snow on the ground here, but we're all running around in boots just to keep our feet warm. And I swear, even when we've had these below degree temperatures and all, and I'm just going to be running errands, I'm not going to be out, for hours and hours, but I will just slip my bare feet into the boots with the insoles, and the insoles keep my feet cozy. I mean, it's amazing to me that they're that effective. And also in the summertime, when it's hot, my feet are comfortable. They're not hot and sweaty. It's just like those technologies know how to help regulate our systems. So I love it.
yeah, thank you, Dee. Paula.
These spun ceramic fibers are available in all different types of clothing, and they are in our socks too. So, like, if you've got cold feet, put the socks on, and if you're chilly at any time, put something on. And Nikken used to have far infrared long underwear, and I had a hard time going through the change. I never had the hot flashes in the daytime, but I had the night sweats something fierce, and it was so bad that it didn't matter what I wore to bed. I'd have to get up and change the sheets at least once. And somebody suggested that I wear the long underwear, and I said, "I'm so hot. How can that help?" And it was funny. I put them on, and it was the only thing that I could wear to bed and wake up dry. It has a thermal regulation type of feature that if you're cold, it'll warm you up, but if you're hot, it'll dissipate the heat. And it was the only thing that got me through that time.
Mhm, mhm. Thank you, Paula. Miranda, you've got a story?
Yeah, it's about my dog again. Anyway,
We love
I
we love
just
animal stories.
I just got the comforter, and so I put it on my bed, and I put his blanket on top of it so he's not getting his fur all over it. And then I went about my business, and then I couldn't find him. I'm like, where is he? So I ran around with his treats, like calling him and saying, "Here's a treat, here's a treat," because he was nowhere in sight. I went outside, blah blah, that whole thing. Long story short, he was hiding under the blanket. I found a little lump there. He burrowed underneath where the actual comforter was. He was like, "My blanket, forget that." He went underneath there and he was enjoying it. I enjoy it too. It's a new product for me. And anyway, that was proof that it's a wonderful product.
Yes, yes. Animals really can recognize this technology for sure. Okay, Maggie, share a story, please.
Yeah, I'm taking us way back when I lived in the north, and 40 degrees Fahrenheit and Celsius are the same. It would be 40 below for a lot of time. I'd had a surgery that put metal rods the whole length of my back. And before Nikken, I would get into my car and it would just like be a bolt of negative cold. My whole body would be instantly freezing. And our first seat was actually far infrared without the magnets. And so I put it in my car thinking, well, be nice. I got into my car one morning at 40 below. I sat down and I waited for the jolt and it didn't come. My whole body felt comfortable and warm. And I didn't have to be, in excruciating agony because of the rods in my back meeting the cold seat. So yeah, the infrared is one of my very favorite things.
Thank you, Maggie. Warm buns is a good thing. And I have many stories that I want to share quickly. I have in my car the seat warmers, and my passenger can experience that. But because I sit on the magnetic chair pad that has the far infrared in it, I don't ever need it. Now I know it doesn't get below zero very much here. I live in Georgia. So, but 30 degrees is 30 degrees, and we have some of those days. So my buns stay very, very nice and warm from the chair pad. So I want to share a couple of stories. One is that I wear, and I will wear the knee year round. Whoever is not muted, let's get you to mute, please. Let's see if I can figure that out. So the knee wraps for me, playing tennis or any kind of sport or even going for a walk, that's creating warmth, and you don't feel the heat on the skin. I tell people it's like, don't expect to feel like a heating pad. It's this warmth that is absorbed, but you get this sense of well-being and flexibility in the joints. And so, that's something I wear year round. I feel a little silly sometimes, but if my knees need that extra support, I can be wearing a tennis skirt and I'm still going to have my knees covered in the summer. I don't care. So that makes a huge difference. The glove, I love the gloves. The one thing I use the gloves with at night is if my hands, because I still am doing massage again. And so I wear the ring that keeps this joint much more comfortable. But sometimes I'll put the CM cream on and then put the glove on, and my hand is so happy. So if it's extra sore, that's a great solution to keep that warmth. Again, it's that those ceramic fibers are fantastic. I want to mention that because I'm doing massage again, and this was back in the day when I was doing massage, because I was a full-time massage therapist when I was introduced to Nikken, 29 years ago. So, but I have an office again, and I have the comforter. I have the summer comforter, which I'm about to convert because it's starting to get warm here. But I put the winter, I have the winter comforter, and I just have it in a duvet. But what's great about that, and I've seen this for decades with clients, is that when you're getting a massage, at some point your body is releasing and tension, and a lot of times you get like a chill. Clients will get, their temperature really drops, and that can interrupt their state of relaxation. So with the comforter on the massage table, it keeps their temperature nice and balanced. So they're nice and warm and toasty. And I just gave a rollout last week to someone who I had her after the rollout. Remember those when you roll the roller down their back? I had her roll over onto her back, put the pillow under her head, and pulled the comforter up. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can feel the warmth. She is not only buying the comforter and probably the whole sleep system, but she's ready to sign up as a consultant. So that was a very big thing. So if you know massage therapists, really suggest them getting the comforter on their table. And then lastly, I was inspired by hearing a doggy story. My dog loves to climb in bed, and I find him every morning where he's under the comforter. He knows what part to be, so he's not disturbing anybody sleeping, but his little head is poking out. But he loves to get under there. It's the right, dogs know it. He could be anywhere else in the house, but he is going to find, because he's got the reign of the house, he's the king. But he finds that spot on my bed and gets under that comforter, and he's nice and toasty. So we're going to wrap it up here, and then we'll continue sharing stories after the recording stops.